Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Miss C's Cottage, home of the Sun Bunny. I am Miss C. I am what I am, and that's all what I am. And that's okay, because that makes Miss C's Cottage a safe place to come. You all are welcome in um, anytime, day or night. And the only condition, I have two. You have to leave your shoes on the doormat and all of your worries out there with it. You can't bring those in because this is a place to come and relax and enjoy 2 hours of carefree time. When you leave, you have to take your shoes, but you don't have to take your worries with you. Just leave them and I'll sweep them up and toss them out for you. The second condition is there's always coffee here. I just ask that you put your cups in the sink on the way out. Not a whole lot to ask. Okay? I'm hoping that you guys can hear me today and see me today, and everything is working fine because today is Mother's Day and I am a mother. And I have to tell you, excuse me, I got the most beautiful Mother's Day card from my daughter Rachel. And it says, I'm so grateful for you, Mom. And look at this. This is a beautiful flower, but the flower opens up into like the dandelions. Remember the dandelions? Okay, thanks, Dawn. I can count on you always. I love you so much. Anyway, I thought it was beautiful, and I told her I would show everybody this morning and put it up there so you all can see it. I need to sew the grandson's shark zebra. Gosh, I have to see that one. You need to send me a picture of that one, Denny. Good morning and happy Mother's Day to everyone. Denny and Froggy, welcome in, Froggy. Daigo, you know I love you. Kathy Carter, good morning to you. Jerry, I love you too. Dawn Lavelle, Marietta, welcome, welcome, Samantha Stewart. Dawn Aaron, I love you so much. Tie-dye Dawn. All right, this is Carol. C&K Star. It's either Carol or Kathy. I never remember whether it's the C or the K. Debbie Graybert, welcome in. You guys, thank you so much for taking part of your Mother's Day to stop in and see me. I really appreciate that. Kathy Carter, Angela Branham. I'm going backwards up the chat. Jerry, I love you so much. Gabrielle, good morning. There's Jennifer, all the way from across the pond, and Mishi, and Kaylin, my name Kaylin. Mishi is German, and she calls me Oma. I call her N. Kaylin. All right, if you would, while you're thinking about it and I'm thinking about telling it to you, please leave your thumbs. I hate to ask you for thumbs because it's just, if you wanted to leave them, you would. That's how I figure it. But, you know, it's part of the deal. So I'm trying to see if I can get you up on my other one here. Live in 60 seconds. So it should be live. Should be live. And I don't know what open the app means, but we'll see. Well, I'm going to shut it down because I was hoping that I might be able to find the chat over here so I wouldn't have to go back and forth. But there's my sugar. Happy Mother's Day, sugar. And Mara's here. Thanks for taking part of your Mother's Day, Mara, to join in. I think I'm telling you the truth. Daigo lost her internet or is in danger of losing her internet. So yesterday, Jaxie had a fundraiser for Daigo. You know how every time anybody needs anything, Daigo's right on it. And she's got a fundraiser going, and she always works for other people. Well, she's in need. So if you get a chance, go over to Jaxie's channel yesterday and see what's going on. And if you can help, I would appreciate you helping. Big old blanket of love to you all. I'm going to sit back and listen while I work on my mosaic blanket. Oh, my crochet story is Rachel. And Susan Burke is here today. Happy Mother's Day to you. Well, I want you to know that I don't wear makeup, but I put a little bit of lip color on so that you could actually see. I mean, you can hear I have a mouth. I have a mouth, but now you can see it. And this hair, look at this. You know, the other day I looked like the wreck of the Hesperus. Today I look like, you know, Family Circus, the cartoon in the newspapers. Maureen. Oh, of course it's Maureen. You're on with Carrie, the Yarny Elephant. Well, you're going to your daughter's today. Good for you. My daughter is taking her birth mother out to lunch today. I am so proud of her. So proud of her. I'll have to tell you that story one day. It's a long time ago, so I did track all the names I live by, barely knowing my Jerry. I love you so much. Gonna go kidnap your sister. Okay, well, let's get right into this then. Let me make sure I've got everything that I have to tell you. This is a safe place full of love. You can relax and enjoy the company of others. You leave your shoes and whatever at the door and take them with you when you leave. You can either sit and knit or you can crochet along with us. We're making a Somebunny inspired by Emma in Carrie Lord's book, Edward's Menagerie. I saw that bunny and I needed to make it. And so when I did, I thought, you know, this bunny loves me. I love this bunny. And then it was like God said, okay, so what are you going to do with it? And from there developed the Somebunny. And all of you at this point, I'm sure know. And there's my Pamsky. You're caught up on the bunny. Good for you, Jerry. Yeah, I gave Jerry 4 carrots yesterday because he got all 4 legs finished in time. You have 2 bonus daughters. I have a bonus daughter and 2 bonus sons, so I'm happy. I have 4, and 3 of them were given to me. But that's a story for another time. Okay, so my Somebunnies were inspired by Carrie Lord. In her book, I changed everything because I didn't want to copy hers. But you know, you have to copy the first one because you don't know what you're doing for sure. And but then, being the creative person that you are, it's like, oh, I could change those feet a little bit and make them feet I like. Oh, I could change those ears and make them ears that I like. My Somebunnies don't have a mouth, so I'm not putting a mouth on. If they don't have a mouth, when you lose one sense, your other senses are enhanced. I'm putting bigger ears on my Somebunnies. So that's how my Somebunnies got started, from Emma the Bunny. Okay, and we are working on ears today. And is Tank in here yet? Probably not. She comes in a little bit later. Jaxie's Creation is doing a raffle and an auction. She is a sweetheart. Yes. Some things, a lot of things have been donated. So one she's going to take bids for. So be sure if you, it's a shawl. I think it's a bod shawl. I think. Daigo, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she's going to auction off the bod shawl to the highest bidder, and that goes through her community page. And then she has had other donations to raffle off. It's $5 a ticket or 5 tickets for $20. So you get buy 4 get 1 free. I like that. I love anything free. I like. Actually, you're going to pour some custom resins. Mr. Yarn Doll, I'm going to have to go over to your channel and see what that is all about. I watched Pam do resins last night, but her light switch didn't come out as she wanted it. But I'm gonna go over and watch. I didn't know you could do that either. Heck, many eyes as I go through, I'll make my own. Anyway, go over and check Jaxie's. And then one other thing I need to go back to is this. Family Circus, their little baby is called Trixie, and she has these, I call them bozos, and she has a little curl up on top. And today, I got the bozos. It's humid here. We've had some rains, and it's going to rain again starting sometime this afternoon through Tuesday. So I get these little curls right here. It's just pitiful, I'm telling you. All right, and I have some happy mail, and I can't open it up until Wednesday, and it's just bugging the daylights out of me, but I try not to think about it. Yeah, me too, Shirley. I used to love, I don't get the news. Does anybody get a newspaper anymore? Every once in a while, Lake City, I think it's Lake City, or maybe it's High Springs puts out a local newspaper, and they're free. And I always pick up one of those so I can find out what the siren's for in the middle of the night. KK, hello, my dear friend. I'm going to have to send you a box because I'm not coming up. Went to waste. If you don't use it, does it harden or something, Shirley? We're talking about resins. Pam did a resin, tried to do a resin make last night, and it didn't work out real well for her. The mold she got on Temu, and I don't think it was, well, I'm just going to say it. Everything from China is cheap. And if you buy from China, don't expect to get anything quality. That's all it is. America makes the best stuff. It's the best country in the whole world. And I've said my piece. All right, let's get started on these bunny ears. Danya, welcome, welcome, welcome. I enjoyed reading the newspaper. It was one of my favorite things to do. And my father and I would lay on the floor in the living room, and we would read the newspaper cover to cover. And I truly believe that that is why I love to read. And also, you pick up words, even though you don't understand them, they're in your brain. And so when you get to the point where you can understand them, you do, because they're in there. And Lori Armstrong, I love you, girl. I have missed you. You haven't done anything with your resin kit yet? And Kathy Carter, you get what you pay for. That's exactly right. And you can't expect a silk purse when you're buying a sow's ear. That's what my mom always used to say anyway. We would read the comics, Joan. We would read everything. And when I was in 3rd grade, we had a test It was one of those check to see how smart the third graders are. State test. I'm the only one in class that knew what the AFL-CIO was, because my dad and I read the newspapers, and even though I didn't understand it, I knew because, I mean, who knows about unions in the third grade? Well, I did. That's just the way it was. There's my Dory. Maritza. Welcome in, all you people. I love you. Well, you know, KK, they need some comparisons. And but not every state has a good test, and not every state tests what should be tested. But you and I can talk about that later. Juan, my Wanster came to my channel on Mother's Day. Thank you so much. I need to go back and get the last 4 stitches from the blanket we're doing. Here's mine. There's the right side. So I'm only on, I think I got 2 weeks worth there. That's about it. But I'm loving the blanket. Thank you for coming in, Wanster. Suzanne, welcome in. And Steve. Cynthia King, happy Mother's Day to you, sweetheart. Surly got a huge blessing this morning. A dear girl. She's 42, not a girl, but I've thought of her since she was 11. So yeah, she's still a girl. She brought something to us that was so needed. You know, if you can't be with the ones you love the ones you're with. And that's my motto, and I'm sticking with it. That's why I'm here with you on Mother's Day. Yes, Juan, I am. Just because I love you, that's all. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Fran, welcome in. Welcome to the cottage. Did you bring a project, or are you going to make a bunny with us? We're getting ready to do the ears. Ah, there she is. My sister Susie, the tankster. Excuse the top of my head, but I need to get this. I'm on the head. Yeah, that's what you had. All right. See this? I got a whole new batch of tails by Tank. So this ought to last me about 2 months. So I should need some more by the 4th of July. Joan, you working on a bunny? You're doing Juan's crochet along. It's coming out really nice, and I wanted to do a rectangular granny again. So that's why I started that one up. Okay, gonna be making a baby Somebunny. Lori says, I'm gonna make the baby a Somebunny, but I need to get the right shade of gray from the basement stash. Oh gosh. I am so thankful that I do not have a basement, because honestly, it wouldn't be a basement. It would be an additional yarn storage room. Doing another Somebunny. Good, muddled through the first one. You know what? This one will go a whole lot smoother because, one, I have an actual camera and I have actual audio. So we're going to be good. Creations by Jax. Oops, let's go back here. Live description box, $5 a ticket and 5 for 20. And Daigo will list the treats on her community tab for a silent auction for Mary's Hug. Oh, Mary's Hug. Okay. Because Mary was Jax's first subscriber, Jax decided to make her a shawl, or she calls hugs. And Mary said that she was going to give that up and allow Jax to auction it off for Daigo. I love this community. We are truly a family, and the love just abounds. Creations by Jax. Creations by Jax, Jerry. I think there were 30 in there, 30 tails. Okay, well, I might not wait till July. Brandon, welcome in. How are you feeling, sweetheart? I hope you're feeling better and have gotten your bunny made for the little tyke you wanted it for, but not prepared today. Okay, well, Marietta, you can always go back to 18 and 19. We started last week with 18, and that was the feet, and then today we're doing the ears. And so you're not behind. You're walking on Juan's cow. Good, Daniel. We can compare notes. And my Cynthia King. First I've heard of it. Okay, well, go over to Jaxie's and check it out. Cynthia King is a treasure. She's working on a Somebunny. Everybody says hello to everybody. I dropped about 1,000 channels and joined so many lately, it got back up there. You know, some of them I join and they don't have content. They're not content creators. So I don't push the all button because they're not putting anything out anyway. But I don't know. I think I have around 400 is what I have at this point. That's right. And the older you get, Lori, the less you're going to have to use or need. You'll just have a few treasures. All right, Marietta, do that. Okay, and Tank and Yarndale. And I think I'm down to the bottom. What's the auction for? Tank. Daigo needs some internet to be able to carry on. So Jaxie decided to do, because Daigo does so many fundraisers for others in our community, that Jaxie's doing a project for her to raise funds for her internet. And it was so funny. Jack said, Diana, I think we got enough for your internet for the year and maybe a new computer. It cracked me up. I wish you the bell was working, Diana. I do have a bell. Is that what you want? Is that what you're talking about, Sister Susie? Hello, Cynthia Bailey. Welcome into the cottage. Did you bring a project to work on, or are you going to do a bunny with us today? My mother-in-law's here from Vietnam. Oh, how awesome. And the weather here in Amarillo is too cold for her, so I made her a big warm shawl and a soft, warm hat. Brandon, you're a love. That's really awesome. Did you get any of those hurricanes, Brandon, that came through last week? The notification bell. I do have a notification bell, don't I? Or is that something that you get? I don't have a notification bell? Okay, I don't know anything about those things. So when Sanita comes up on the chat, I will ask her how I do that. Good morning, Barb. Welcome in. Amarillo must be in northern Texas, huh? It's turned off. How do I turn it on? Do you know, Tank, or do we need to wait for Sunita? I do, but YouTube's funny and sometimes doesn't send it out. You know, I'm not real high on the totem pole, so it may not send mine out. Because I get all of Bods and I get all of Wansters. I get all of, let's see, Mama G's up there always. Sunita's up there. Spring, the fiber enthusiast, is up there. Mara's up there. The bell. How do I turn the bell on? But people are saying, Mara, that I do have the notification bell, and others, Sister Susie said I don't. Back out of the chat for a minute, and you'll see the bell to the right. Daniel, are you talking to me or someone else? You did get notification, Shirley. Okay. And Cynthia, you never get notification. No hurricanes or tornadoes there, for the weather has been a bit cooler, but the hot, humid temp versus the dry temps here are, the in-laws are both cold. Yeah, I would imagine Vietnam is a little bit different climate than ours. Mara, I think I changed that. I thought I changed that. I know it was in the beginning because I didn't care whether kids came on or not, but I didn't realize what that really meant. My brain is backwards from most people's. So when the ballot comes out and it says, vote for this because, and then it says it won't do these things. And I'm looking at the things and I'm thinking, oh, vote for it because it will do these things. But really it said it won't do these things. So I thought if I checked that it's okay for kids, that everybody could watch it. But I didn't realize that it was really one of those wonky things. Oh, good, Lori. I'm using a 4-weight and a 4.5 millimeter hook. That's what I'm doing. Let me click the bell for your channel. Do not get notifications. Okay. Mara, do you have my Gmail? It has a bell, but X, so you can't click it. Well, Tank, you've got my email. So one of you two, please Gmail me, missyscottage@gmail.com. Leave out the apostrophe, please. And let me know or call me or talk me through it or something, and we'll get it fixed today so that Wacky Mail Wednesday will be good to go. And I have to tell you, Thursday afternoon, the mailman came with a package. I hate when that happens. And I got a package, excuse me, I got a package yesterday from Gabrielle. Not just a package, a big box. A box that cost her $25.60. I'm going to have to do something special for that girl, I can tell you right now. Kim G, my Kimmer, you are never late. Okay, Mara, if you'll Gmail me. There's Mimi. Hello, my sweetest Mimi. Welcome in, and happy Mother's Day to you. You know, every year, I call my sister on Mother's Day. She had a baby boy, Gwen, Gerald, and he was born on Good Friday, and he passed away on Easter Sunday. He had a malformed heart because his father was in Vietnam fighting, and they were under the influence of Agent Orange. So his heart malformed, and he just didn't make it. But every year on Mother's Day, I call her and wish her a happy Mother's Day, because even though she never raised a child of her own, she's still a mother. There's Regina Provenzano. Bella, bella, Regina. All right, we're half an hour into the howdy doos. Let's get this started, okay? Enough sadness for one day. And I say again, if you can't be with the ones you love the ones you're with. And I love all of you, but you already know that. All right. I have 2 ears to show you today. Let me get this fidgety thing. Clamped up here right again. And see if we can switch over to the other camera. Shirley Bain and Sherry Knowles. And did I see Nancy come in? Little Treasures by Nancy. Hello. I'm telling you, I turned my eyes for a second and there's Marianne. Good morning. Sandita. Good morning. Welcome to the cottage. I'm Missy. This is the home of the Somebunnies. All right. How's the weather at your house, Marianne? Switching over. Settings. Second camera. Allow. All right, what are we doing? And why isn't the second camera? Oh, silly me, you gotta take the lens off, the lens cover off. I'm telling you, I do it every time, and if I didn't, it wouldn't be my channel. All right, let's turn a light on so we can see what we're doing. There, I like that one. Okay, and next what we're going to do is, I got it, Jerry. The lens. Oh, that's right. Marianne is getting some new closets or cubbies to put her yarn stash in. Hello, Elizabeth. Who came in? Elizabeth. Oh, Elizabeth Toller. Hello, Beth. How are you today? Happy Mother's Day, Beth. Not Sanita, Sanida. But she gets a capital S too. All right, let's get started on this, okay? Today I'm going to show you this one, and I'm going to show you this one. This one actually, I shouldn't show you because this one actually is the one from the book. This is Emma's ear. This one is. Let me do it this way. And this is Carrie Lord's ear. But some people might like this ear, and it does look like a bunny ear. So I will show you this one today, and then this is the one that I do. So I will show you the 2 of them today. And let's get started on this one first, okay? Now, if you remember, when we started the foot, we start everything the same way. Darn, I wish I could get this one working so I could see the chat over here. Let me take just a minute and see if I can get YouTube up on my Kindle. I should be able to. There's Lydia. Good morning. Oh, Lydia, today is not a day for a headache. Father, I just ask you to take that headache away from Lydia so that she can enjoy this Mother's Day without having to be in bed all day. Bless her, Father, with a clear mind and give her the best of Mother's Days. And I ask this in Jesus' name, amen. Okay, Lydia, you're good now. You know what, Mimi? We all make mistakes, and that's why we love each other. Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can't get this. How many yarns of Dawn Aaron do I have? You know what? I'm going to go back and do that also because I've got this whole thing of Dawn Aaron's. Okay, let's see. Miss C's Cottage. Miss C's Cottage. Okay, let's get that one. Okay, and we're live, and somebody see, no, I want the live one. Where's the live? The live? All these buttons you got to push. 53 watching. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you all. There's the live, and where is the, how do I get, I'm going to subscribe while I'm here. Okay, and give myself a thumb up. I might as well, huh? Okay, how do I do this? How do I find the chat on this? Do I have to open the app? Because it doesn't say chat. It doesn't show me that I can chat on this. What are you saying? Blanket hello to everybody, says Sherry. Pamsky says hello, Mimi. Mimi says, Tank, I thought that, but you know my eyes. Well, what did Tankster say? Oh, yeah. Oh, is Sunita in blue? I don't have any. I don't. Open the app for the chat. Okay, thank you. Open app. See, I'm learning all kinds of new things on Mother's Day. And let's see if we can get that to work. Nothing's happening. What does that mean? I have an Amazon smile and a little green something robot kind of a person up in the left-hand corner. Nothing's coming up. I'm just going to have to wing it. What is that's Angela from My Precious Yarnery. We're just winging it here. I don't have any moderators. Nobody on my channel's got a blue dress. Key lime tarts are delicious. Oh, who brought those? Jolene, that is how the moderator set the chat. Okay, we're going. Okay, you know by this time, those of you who have followed me at all know that we always start out with a magic ring twice around the finger, up over the index, and secure it with your little finger. And then we're going to go in, snag the yarn, and secure that. Okay, once you get that, you can leave it on your fingers or you can take it off your fingers, whatever you want to do. I like to leave it on my fingers because it makes a big enough hole I can work through. And then we're going to put 6 single crochets in the magic ring. This is not counted. This is just the snag and the setup for the first single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and our secure, our snag that we snagged and secured. So we've got 6. We can go ahead and pull the tail until we get a small circle, and then we're going to pull the small circle until we lose that big one and close up. We're going to close up these 6 stitches, and then we're going to take the tail and we're going to close up. You can pull this circle really tight as you want. You can pull it, you can leave it open a bit. It really doesn't matter because this tail has gone around twice and is secured in the first stitch over here, remember? So, okay, from here, we're going to put in what I call the row marker. You can use a stitch marker and put it in this first stitch if you want. I think it's a pain in the tuchus to put a stitch marker in, take it out, make the stitch, put the stitch marker back in. I like to keep things simple. So I just use a row counter. In this one, we're going to go just like the foot. We're going to increase in each stitch around. So we're going to put 2 in the first of the 6. We're going to put, well, let's finish the stitch, Diana. We're going to put 2 in each stitch around to increase in each of the 6 stitches, making them 12. Did I just put 3 in there? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did you know that word, that number started with an L? And 12. It's 11. Okay. The whole works that was supposed to say, I will bring muffins every Sunday for everyone. All right, Pamski. What a love, huh? Now that's the kind of daughter to adopt, I'll tell you. Mr. Yarndoll needs a star. Why? Actually use whey as milk, so I thought you knew what you were doing, Pam. What? Star Wars last night. Yes, it got ahead of I do too. I like the yarn row counter better. Yes, ma'am. Banana nut, chocolate chip, lemon poppy, the way works. whey as in curds and whey, like cottage cheese. You know, there is a brand muffin, Shirley, that is made out of Raisin Bran. Oh, so, Mimi, I brightened up your day. I love you. Okay, nobody talks too much on this channel. Denny, lemon poppy. I love lemon poppy seed. You know, there was a Mill Bakery and restaurant near me, and they made the best muffins. All right, you keep working, Jerry. It takes a lot to build your hand muscles up. Lydia, you're not allowed to have a headache anymore. Goodbye, Susan. Thank you so much for stopping in and leaving your thumb this morning. Peach yarn, 5 different colorways of peach, but not the one I need. Denny, let me know because I have some peach 3 and 4. Yeah, the whoever makes raisin brand, is it Post? Kellogg's Raisin Bran, that's what it is. All right, we're going for round 3. Flip my row counter over, which tells me that I just finished round 2. That's an even round. And now we're going for round 3. So because it's the third round, we want to make 3 out of 2. So there's 1, 2, 3. This is the waltz row. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that gives us 18. Now we're going to, excuse me, flip this row counter over. And that tells us we finished row 3, the odd row. This is the odd man out. Even man in, odd man out. So we're going to start on row 4. And that's 24 stitches. So we're going to do 2 single crochets and 2 in the next, increase in the next. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is where your math comes in, people. 9, 10. This is the third set of 4. So we should have 3 times 4 is 12. This is our fourth set. 1, 2, 3, and 16. And this will be the fifth set. 1, 2, 3, and 20. 21, 22, 23, and 24. All right. Oh, no. Well, let's just take a minute and fix that. You're going to go in here. And this was the second row, so we're going to go in there because that was the second even row. Come on. We're going to come out here because this was the third row and odd man out. Don't ever think you messed anything up because you can always fix it. You can always fix it. Even if you messed it up twice. All right. Now we've got 4 rows done. We're going to go up to 6. And then when we hit, no, this is an ear. I'm doing a foot. We're going up to row 10. So go ahead and do 24 stitches until you reach row 10. You're going to single crochet in each stitch around until row 10. No, to row 10. We're going to do 24 stitches in row 10. In the row 11 we start the decrease, because I always decrease on the odd rows, and the even rows are always the ones that I count and make sure I have the correct number of stitches. So while you ear people are doing your stitches up to stopping after row 10, I'm going to check the chat here for a minute. You got Peach? You're good to go. Okay. I have been known to fudge it a time or two. Danny, if you can't fudge it, there's no love in it. Popping in for a bit. Hi, Christy. Welcome in. I'm so glad you came to the cottage this morning. We've got all kinds of muffins over on the shelf by the coffee, or we've got water over in the cooler on the other side. Coffee's over there and water's over there. So, and there's Chandra. Welcome in, Chandra. Christy, you honor your mother-in-law today. It is an honor. Vintage baby yarn for the win. Woo-hoo! That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. No, we don't want a calendar on there. Don't want any graphics either. Okay, Christy, have you been enjoying your lovely weather? Mara wants to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Don't have Peach. She doesn't need it, Tank. She's got it. She found some vintage yarn. Oh, sweetheart, that old tummy of yours. Michael's been having some trouble with his tummy and a tummy virus. All right, I know I better get stitching or else you guys are going to be ahead of me. And I won't be in time to tell you what to do when we get to row 11. How many are doing ears today? Give me a thumb in the chat if you are doing ears today along with me, so I know where we are, how fast I have to go. Hey, Grandma. I'm Grandma too, Miss C, but a lot of people call me Grandma or Oma or Nan. Dawn Erin and her loving hands creations calls me Nan. And Thriss calls me Nana. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 thumbs. That's okay, Mimi. I'm slow too. Keep up. Finished your last ear about midnight. Ear? We weren't even on the ears yet. You are ahead. You know what? If you want to skip ahead, it's okay, because my very first live, on my channel was in January, the first week of January, and it was basically an introduction to me and the cottage and what you could expect if you stopped in here on a Sunday morning. The second one, the following Sunday, was preparation for the Somebunnies and all the different weeks and what we were going to make and the supplies that you would need to make them. And then the third week is when I actually started doing the feet. Well, that third week, I'm not sure what really happened, whether we had a solar storm, but I could not for the life of me get my audio working. The video didn't work sometimes. It was a big mess. And so those who love me dearly suffered through the first, I think, number 3 and number 4. By the time we got to number 5, Somebunny Sunday number 5, we finally got it figured out, although I had to take it to the video computer shop. And because I had made them a Somebunny, he didn't charge me. He didn't charge me for making it work. He's the nicest man. He's just a young man, but he has the biggest heart. Anyway, we got it working. So I think all of the videos after 4 or after 5 are good ones to watch. So if you want to go ahead, video number 3, the disaster video, was for feet, the 4 feet. Video number 5, I believe, or maybe it was 3 was the feet and 4 is the ears. Anyway, after that comes the body, and we will be doing the body on this video next Sunday. But if you want to go ahead, please feel free to go ahead and check out the first Somebunny set of videos. And I need to figure out how to put those in a playlist, because we have made 2, 4, 6, this will be 8. We have made bunnies. We have made an elephant. We have made a zebra. I made a unicorn, and I'm working on a horse of a different color. Is Michael in here? Oh, Regina Provenzano, I love your name so much. I think if I die and come back, I'm going to request God to give me your name. Feet are easy peasy. Yes, they are. Helen, be safe. Helen is here. Hello, Helen. You snuck in whilst I wasn't looking. And what's going on in your life? Didn't realize the time. Everyone popped in to say hello. Hope everyone is well. Love everyone. Have to dash over and make dinner. Helen, don't dash. Just take your time. Do it right. And I love you, even for popping in and leaving some DNA. And by the way, Grandma, you are always welcome here at the Incata, at the cottage. I read Infinitely Zero Nessa, and that's where the N came from. Incata. No. Yay. Usually folks in the IT are very unappreciated. They didn't appreciate me back when I used to do tech support. Oh, so if I have a problem, Nessa, I can come to you. Welcome to the cottage, Nessa. Thank you, Regina, for sharing your name with me. You know, there's a lady who comes on Wednesdays to the cottage, and her name is Alma. And it is such a beautiful, old-fashioned name. And I fell in love with it when I saw her name, and I even reached out and asked her if I could use it, if she would mind if I used Alma to name one of my Somebunnies, and she said she would be honored. So You may just see a somebody coming out of the cottage one day with the name tag Alma. I love it. So if you can't keep up or you're missing something, oh, Dee, I'm so happy that Hannah's going to come and get you today. That'll be awesome for you. You have a great day. Well, Nessa, maybe you can help me with some of the technical stuff. Sunita's been doing a great job, and I know I can count on Mara because she knows what she's doing. And Tank is always there. So, but you know, you learn something different from everyone. Yeah, I think Alma's a beautiful name. Inez is another old fashioned name I think I may be using. I've used Ida and I've used Edna. Edna was my grandmother's name. Cora is another one I like. I know a girl and I have met her and I will show you her name. I hope it doesn't come out backwards on this. This is her name. Can you figure it out? Nope, it's not Laura. Good guess, though. Rufus, that's a great name. Natasha, no, but you're close. It's LA-A. And she calls herself LaDasha because the dash don't be silent, she said. And when you look at it, knowing her name is LaDasha, it's exactly how it's spelled. And I was thinking on the first hand, what a silly name. And then on the second hand, I thought, what a beautiful name to name a child going into kindergarten that is expected to write their name on the first day of school. How easy is that for her? LaDasha. I may use that for one of my names. Yeah, it is a fun name. I like names. Shanika. I like names that have a rhythm to them. Denisha, she's one of my favorite names. There's a song that says, "Where in the world is Timbuktu? What do the people who live there do? When I find out, I'm taking you all the way to Timbuktu." See, I like that song because it's got a lot of fun words in it. It's like Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's got rhythm. And we've got one down here in Florida called Ocklawaha. Ocklawaha is a fun name to say. Let's see, where am I? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and I'm on 11 and I didn't even know it. Okay, back up. See, I'm having too much fun here. All right, we're at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're on row 11. Are you all with me? Arlene, that's another name I like. Timbuktu is in Africa. I think you're right. There's my dolly girl. No, LaDasha won't be forgotten. Because when you see it on her name tag, it's like La-A. No, it's not La-A. It's LaDasha. LaDasha. I have one more row to go, Lori. Okay, we're going to wait for Lori because we're not in that much of a hurry today and we're doing fine for time. Forest dolphin. Wow. Names are really interesting, I think. And there are a lot of people out there when they tell you their name, then you think in your head, you don't ever say it out loud, but you think in your head, no, you're not that name. You ought to be a this name because you look like a this name to me. Tree fish. Yeah, I was 5'7" and weighed 113 pounds in the 7th grade, and they called me Bird. My last name was Burgess, like Burgess, like Joanne. And because I was so tall and skinny and had bird legs, they called me Bird. That was my nickname in high school. And you know, when you are in high school and you're 13 years old and you're the tallest girl in the school, well, I think maybe Terry Prosser was as tall as I was, maybe, but I had bigger girls than she did. So I had bigger feet. I was 8.5 feet at that time. That was pretty big for a girl. And, you know, you got that many things against you. Plus I had braces. Shirley Judy. Wow, that's an unusual name. You didn't grow up in the South, or your mama would have called you Shirley Ann or Shirley Lee. All right, how are we doing? Are we there? Your mama was German. Okay. Surefire. That's awesome, Jerry. Sunfire. Sunfire. Is that a family name, or did your mom just love you that much that she gave you Sunfire name? Yeah, I was called Bird for the same reason, Dawn. I was the tallest one in the 7th grade. Yeah, Grandma, see, that's what happens. And you're just trying to figure out who you are when you're 13, and you got all these negative things coming at you, and you're not too sure yourself on the inside to begin with. I had no um, self-confidence. So my mother taught me to sit up straight and put your shoulders back. Oh, your mom and dad were hippies. That's an awesome story, Jerry. Wow, that makes me love you even more, if that's possible. Okay, Kimmer, how we doing? All right, I'm not keeping everybody waiting anymore. We're going on to row 11. Row 11 is a decrease row, and we're going to go from 24 back to 18. So if you remember when we went from 18 to 24, we did 2 stitches and an increase. 2 stitches and an increase all the way around. Cousin named his kids Remington and Shooter. Yes, I know of a Remington in my church, and the other one's little boy's name was Cash. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 1, 2, and a decrease this time. And we're going to decrease these 4 stitches down to 3 stitches all the way around. So 1, 2, 3, nope, 1, 2, and a decrease, taking the front loop of the next 2, 3, 1, 2, pick up the front loops of the next 2 and decrease, 3, 1, 2, and a decrease, 1, 2, and a decrease, 1, 2, and decrease over the last 2 stitches. And that is row 11. Now we're going to do 12. I'll have to tell you, Elmo, our Lord and Master here at the home, is on a kick. He's decided to lose weight, which means our dinners are not as tasteful as or tasty as they have been. But I guess if he goes on a diet, we have to go on a diet. He wants to lose weight. And he went by me the other day and he said, I'm down to ... Pretty soon I'll be less than you. When he went by, well, thank you very much. All right, row 12. We're going to go down. No, this is not a decrease row. This is a safe row. This is an even row. So we're just going to crochet around the 18 stitches and count and make sure that we have 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, that's 18, which is what we wanted. Now we're going to do another decrease row. And we're going to go from 18 down to 12. And if you remember when we went from 12 to 18, we did a stitch and an increase, and a stitch and an increase. This time on a decrease row, we're going to do a stitch and a decrease, a stitch and a decrease. Okay? Are we ready? Laurel is beautiful. That's another. Laurel, can I use your name for one of my bunnies? No, but you have to remember, Sister Susie, that Elmo is Italian, and he went to culinary school, so he makes wonderful food. And now it's there's less calories in it. Good. Good. Are you working on the ears? You'd be honored. Well, thank you. Thank you. Because Laurel is a pretty name. All right, here we go. 1 and a decrease. 1 and a decrease. Oops. See, I'm telling you, you can't make mistakes that you can't fix. And Denny fudges anyway, so, you know, that's the way it works around here. You make it work. Tell you, I grew up with parents who grew up in the Depression era. We never wasted anything. We made everything work. And if you had 3 things, you figured out a way to put them together and make something. We had clothespin dolls. We used we used half-gallon milk cartons and made ballet shoes out of them. We danced up on the scaffolding. They were repainting our house. And my sister and I climbed up there and put our toe shoes on, and we danced up there. My mother could hear us outside because we were right outside the window. And she came out and she saw us in those shoes, which were milk cartons, on a scaffolding. And she said, "You girls get down from there right now." Oh my goodness, we didn't realize how dangerous that was. We were having fun. Hey, we had milk cartons for shoes. All right, flip your yarn marker over your row marker, and guess what? It's an even row. So we are going to crochet around 12 stitches. Good morning, Terry. Mother of all the Somebunnies. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you so much for coming out and saying hello. Diana, Annie. Okay. I got called Di. I think it was my older sisters wished I would because I was such a brat. Stella Dallas. Her daughter was Laurel. Oh, okay. I got my name. I think I told you this before. My name is Diana Lynn, and there was a movie star on the TV about the time that I was born, or in the movies, maybe. I don't know. TV didn't get born till the same year I did, 1947. So it must have been the movies. But my mother thought she was pretty, and so when I came along, she'd already had Barbara and she'd already had Marilyn, and she was running out of girls' names. So she picked Diana Lynn, named after a movie star. Well, I didn't know that until I was in, I think, 4th grade, maybe. I don't think it was 5th grade because Cassie Campbell was in my class. That was 5th grade, so it must have been 4th grade. Anyway, there was a little girl in my class in 4th grade, and her mother had passed away, and her dad was raising her. She had 2 dresses. And I went home and I told my mother, I said, she only has 2 dresses. And my mother said to me, Diana, I only had 2 dresses growing up. And you remember my mother was raised during the Depression. She said, you have 1 to wear and 1 to wash, and that's good enough for anyone. And so I never picked on Doris. I never said anything to her. I never said anything to her about her hair wasn't combed. Her dad didn't know how to take care of her, and she was 4th grade. She was just learning how to take care of herself, for heaven's sakes. Anyway, Someone in the classroom got head lice. I always assumed it was Doris because I had tried her hat on that day, and I had hair down to my waist. It was beautiful dark auburn. It was just anyway. I got head lice, and my mother gave me the shampoo, and I sat over the bucket, and she combed and combed and combed the nits out of my hair, and we'd wash it again, and we'd comb and comb and comb and comb, and finally she said, "Diana, your hair is so thick, I just can't get them out. I'm going to have to cut it." Well, I cried because I had the most beautiful braids in the 5th grade. But we cut it. And bless my mother, she started the scissors on one shoulder and cut it straight across to the other shoulders. She did not feather it. It just was cut straight across with the scissors. And I looked in the mirror and I started crying again. And my sisters, who called me Di because they wished I would have, came by me and they both patted me on the shoulders and they said, "Oh, we like it. We think you look beautiful. You look just like a movie star." Well, I stopped crying and I said, "Really?" Thinking Diana Lynn, you know? And then they both put their hands over their mouths and started cracking up. And they said, "Yeah, Cochise." Oh, man. I started crying again. I'm telling you, it was not a good day in Black Rock that day. Lona. Fine, I'll call her Shirley. Yeah, Shirley Temple. Yeah, that would be tough to grow up with, especially if you got two left feet like me and you can't dance. Teresa Marquetta. My mom went to sleep, filled out the paperwork, named me Tammy Lynn. Siblings can be so cruel. And they weren't even brothers. That's the thing. They were sisters. Yeah. Yeah, Lord. Oh, I forgot it already. Oh, I'm going to be real sad if I can't go back up here and find it. I love Italians too. Laurel. Oh, see, I'm going to have to write it down now. Laurel. That way I won't forget it. Laurel. Okay. Yes, siblings can be. Marie Simpson, thank you very much. Oh, you had curls. Yep. All right, let's see. We're still on 12 stitches, and we are going to do 12 all the way up to 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. We're on 19. I'm on 19. Okay, that was a silent moment there. I don't know where my head went. I need a shot of coffee. Oh, and I want to tell Tank, I put another one of her buttercream toffees in my coffee this morning. Oh, it makes it so good. I've decided on Wednesdays when we play the game Pick Your Blessing, and I'm going to slip a couple of those in each winner of the skein of yarn, and then they can enjoy not only Tales by Tank but Coffee by Tank. All right, we're on 20. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's a decrease. And then we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and another decrease. 5 and 6. Now we did 4 and a decrease, which is 5, and 4 and a decrease, which is 5. So that gives us 10. And we're just going to finish out with 10 stitches in the round until we reach 30 stitches. Okay, are we all good with this one? We're going to finish off to 30 rounds with 10 stitches, and that gives a nice small top to the ear. And you can still fold it if you choose to, but I find with the 5 stitches across, you don't need to. So I'm going to stop and take a look at the chat and see if our 5 thumbs up crochet bunny ear people are good with this. There's Delta Dawn. Rose, is Rosie in here? Did Rosie come in whilst I wasn't looking? Rose Rednick. Smile a little smile for me. Your sister was named Brenda after Brenda Lee. You know, our mothers didn't have a whole lot to do but sit around and watch TV and, well, that's not fair, is it? My mom worked really hard with 4 of us girls. Laurel, are you leaving us? Well, thanks for coming in, Laurel, and thanks for letting me use your name for a bunny. Oh, yarn doll. Dolly. I call her Dolly. She is beautiful, isn't she? Okay, Dawn's got it. Here in pigtails like Cindy from the Brave. My sister's here. Aw. Okay, Shirley, you're still catching up. Okay, did you hear that at row 20, we decreased down to 10 stitches? We did 4 and a decrease, 4 and a decrease, which went from 12 to 10 stitches. And then from that on out, all the way up to 30 stitches, we're going to have looks like the last 2 I went down to 4, but you can do that too if you want. For the rest, we're going to have 5 stitches on a side. Laurel, you have a great Mother's Day. Okay. Okay, if you're good with that, I'll leave it here so you can see. This way. And we're going to start on this one. How many people want to learn how to do this one? This ear. If we have enough, we will. Decrease in row 20 is what I did, Lori. You can go to 21, it doesn't matter, because 21 is a decrease row. In fact, you can decrease in row 19 if you want, and then check it in row 20, which is a safe row. Oh no, Nessa. Finger red number 1. I don't know what that means. Regina, does that mean you're ready to go? Rita Pacheco, do you know my friend Regina Provenzano? Happy Mother's Day to you, sweetheart. Rita, I have to give you some bad news. Nope, never mind. It wasn't you after all. It was Sherry. Brandon's ready. All right. Brandon, you want to learn the new one? Rita Pacheco and Regina Provenzano. That was my attempt at a thumbs up to the alternate ear. Okay. Okay, Regina. All right. For that, I have to get the other yarn out. All right. I'm just going to clip this off and we'll start over. All right. Here we go with the new ear. We're going to start it out. Guess what, guys? The same way we start everything else out, with a magic circle. Round and round and round she goes, up and over, and we're ready. We're going to grab and secure 6 single crochets in the magic circle. Four, 5, and 6, I think. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got them. We're going to pull the tail. Then we're going to pull the little circle. And then we're going to pull the tail to close everything up. You know, since about, well, maybe March, beginning of March, I've had a lot of problems with my sinuses, and I don't know why. I got a clogging and then coughing and a lot of sneezing, and I'm hoping it's pollen and allergies and not something to do with radiation and anesthesiology during surgery. I hope it's not. All right, Mimi. Rita says hello. Mimi says, Tank, happy Mother's Day. Rita says, happy Mother's Day. Mary King says, happy Mother's Day. Talk later. That means Mary King is going bye-bye. Goodbye, Mary King. I love you very much. Joyce McCormick, you are never late. We are just starting the new year. Hot damn, Elaine is here. Whew, what a name. Hello, Miss C's Cottage. Hello, beautiful. Well, hello, Elaine. Candy Elsie is here. The struggle is real again today. I was just telling my sinuses. Allergies have been bugging me. I hope it's just that and not something else. All right, after we get our magic circle started, we're going to take, I don't like that color for this. Let's do this one. This will show up bright and clear, won't it? All right, we're going to take our marker and we're going to do 9 stitches in this next row. 1 and an increase. 2, 3. 3, 4, 5. 6. What? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. Then on to row 3 is 9 stitches. One in each stitch around for 2 rounds more. Dory! You know, Elaine, Dory has a heart as big as, what's as big as her head? And if you know her, her head's pretty darn big. No. She's got a lot of information up there, that's why. She's awful special to me. And her heart is just as big. And one thing she loves to do is give. And she is truly a servant of the Lord. Whenever she sees a need, she fills it. She's one of those people that starts out in the morning with a full bucket of love and gives scooperfuls to people who need it all day long, and she goes home at the end of the day with an empty bucket. But she and I are both thankful that God's mercies are new every morning, and he fills up our buckets every morning so that we can go out and about and share his love with people we meet that need to know that somebody loves them. I'm just going to cut this off because I don't really need it. All right, I got one more row of this, of the 9s. Now this goes back to the old pattern. I think I told you this is the original bunny ear from Emma the Bunny, made by Carrie Lord from the book Edward's Menagerie. This is her ear, and she counts differently than I do. So she doesn't count the magic circle as 1. She counts this as 1, 2, 3. So we have just finished round 3. We're starting on round 4, which throws off my count, but it's okay. We're going to increase in this round. We're going to do 2 single crochets and an increase, which is 2 singles in 1 stitch all the way around. 1, 2, increase 4. 1, 2, increase 4. Now that did not work out, did it? It should have. How come I got an extra stitch? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this increase out. And instead of doing an increase in that one, I'm going to put the 12th stitch in the last stitch of the last row. For some reason I have. I didn't increase in that, so oh well. That's called a fudge. All right, now we're going on to row 5, which is single crochet in each stitch around. So this will be an even row. We're going to make sure we've got 12 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. We come out even on this. That's good. Okay. Is everybody okay? Chandra, gentle with a smile. Marie Simpson's good. Dory doesn't sit still long. Dawn, you bring a smile to everybody's face. All right, the next, if you're keeping up, the next row is an increase row. We're going to single crochet 3, and then we're going to increase in the next one twice. No, 3 times. 3 times, going from 12 to 15. Let's see if I can get this one right. 1, 2, 3, increased, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, increase, 4 and 5. 1, 2, 3, and increase, 4 and 5. You know what? I don't know. Bunny limbs. Some bunny arms and legs make 4. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Nope, I don't think that works. Okay, let's go back to comments. I thought Sanita had put it in for me for ears, but she wouldn't have had this one anyway, so. Mimi, do you like the way that yarn does? What yarn? Me a small crock pot for Mother's Day. Awesome! I love my crock pot. Sister Susie, we only do that on Wacky Wednesday mail. We do blessings, not on Sundays. No, everybody calls her. Oh yeah, Ivy does that, doesn't she? I can't roll my R's. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Laughter's the best medicine. You're right. I can't roll my R's. And I'm Scottish, so you'd think of all I could roll them. Oh, I'm so glad you got your crock pot. Ferris wheel. I don't know if I've ever used Ferris wheel. Huh. Yeah, we don't do that on Sundays. We got too much going with the ears, and I got to finish this ear, and I only got about 15 minutes. So we're back to row 6, and we're starting on 7. 7 is 2 single crochets and an in. Wait, let's just take this, because this is a tricky one. 2 single crochets and then increase in the next. It's just written funky. That's why I just had to rewrite it. 2 in the next. It's an increase. Why didn't she just say single crochet 2, increase around? Oh well. She's from England, and they do things differently there. They call their single crochets doubles, which was, you should have seen me making the first ear out of double crochets until it hit me. No, that's a single. Okay, and we've got 1, 2, and another increase, which should leave us with the last. It does. 1, 2, and an increase. Okay, then the next row is 8, and 8 through 13 is this area right here. So we're just going to do 1 single crochet in each stitch around until we get to row 14, and row 14 is a decrease row. So perfect for shawl here in hot Texas. You know what? A lacy open shawl made out of cotton would be perfect for your mornings, early mornings, or your late afternoon. Why do I still have a banner going? I should not have a banner going. Somebunny limbs, legs make 4. That's good to know. Row 6 is single crochet 3, or Jennifer, for you, it's 3 double crochets, and 2 in the next, increase in the next, 3 times. So you are going from 12 to 15. Where is the Ferris wheel? Is that a Michael's yarn? Did Sunita come in? You use U.S. terms. Okay. Sunita, did you sneak in and I wasn't looking, or have you been lurking? Sunita! Oh, you are here. You just overslept. No, you are never late, my dear. Never, ever, ever, ever. But I need to talk to you afterwards because some people aren't getting notifications. Is that on my end or your end, Sweet Pea? Hello, Samantha. Welcome back. Yes, Mimi welcomed you in this morning. It was early and she didn't have her eyes open yet, and Sanita came in and she said, "Welcome in, Sanita." We had a good laugh. Lion brand yarn. A Ferris wheel is a Lion brand. Thank you, Nessa. I don't know if I know that yarn. Tank sent me the Ferris wheel by way of Amazon. Oh, I got something Amazon. What did I get Amazon? Was that the what did you send me, Tankster? You sent me Amazon. Was that the Jan, welcome in. Woo woo! I'm so glad you came in. We're just about done, but we're working on a bunny ear, and it's a new one. Well, actually, it's a very old one. Can't fix what isn't broken. I love you, Mimi. We are working on the bunny ear. Fingerless gloves with it. Beanies, infinity scarves, arms, sleeves. For me, it's warm, but made those on the circular knitting machine. Oh, mine is only a 40 pin, and so it doesn't make hats, but it makes beautiful scarves, and I send those to KK over at Bumblebee Mountain Outreach. Oh, I'm glad you stopped in, Jan. Oh, Michael, I love you. We're working on ears right now. This is the ear we're working on. And it's the original ear from the book, which I usually don't do, but okay. Let's see who's working on the ear. Jennifer, are you ready for the next one? The next one was 2 single crochets and then increase in the next. Single crochet, and increase in the next all the way around for 20. And we're going to work on those 20 stitches until we get to round 14. And methinks you're going to have to come back next week for the rest of it, because it'll probably take us the next 5 or so minutes to get up to row 14. I'll tell you what's next if you want to go ahead. When we get to the end, I'll tell you what's next, because I don't want to confuse anybody. There's Rosie, my moon rose. And Carrie's here. Yes, Carrie. That's all right. In about 5 minutes, Carrie, we're going to make a bunny hop over to your channel. Are you coming on this afternoon, Carrie? I know you weren't sure with your tummy what was going on. They make the bodies double knit. Yeah. And if making a beanie, close off one end and then stuff it in. Oh, for a body? Oh, I never thought about that. I can't make beanies on mine. They all come out children and maybe too small for children because I've only got the 40 pins. But I love it. I sit there sometimes of an evening and relax my shoulders. You are going live, Carrie. Good. Then we'll finish up right on time today and hop on over to your place. Well, I'm so glad you're feeling better then. Guys, when we get through here, we need to hop over to Carrie, the Yarny Elephant. She and I think Mara does it with her on Sundays. Sometimes Maureen does it, and I called Maureen a different name today because there's several channels that are so similar in name that I got them all mixed up today. Mary has one with a name very close to Maureen's channel name, and there's a third one. It's like Divergent Crafter and Mishi and Freehandly Made AU and mine. We all have different channel names, but when you say our names, Mishi, Nisi, DC, Miss C, I get so confused. Breath of fresh air. Koala knits and knacks and a lot of pretty patterns and tutorials of what you can make. She has rabbits, teddies, cats. Yes, it would be a smaller body made with a smaller cap. Oh, somebody does this? Koala knits. Knits and knacks. Koala knits and knacks. She does things on the Addy or Centro. I'm going to have to check that one out. Koala knits and knacks. Thanks, Nessa. Thanks. Oh, Lori got a salad for her Mother's Day. All right, you go and enjoy your salad and your son. Okay, started the second ear. I like your rounded ear better. I do too. I do too. I did make one from the book before. It's okay. Yeah, but I've been watching Cog Hill Farms, and they just had baby goats. And honestly, this looks like something baby goat would need right after it was born. I mean, really. You've been over there to Koala Knits and Knacks. She has a nice channel. I'm gonna have to go check her out. Very nice. She has a lot of free videos on how to make them. Let me know if you have questions too. Okay, okay. Nessa, you're really helpful. And I want to tell you, um, pocket shawls. I like pocket shawls because I love pockets, Brandon, and I love something around my shoulders. Okay, I'm almost out of time here. I'm switching back to the other camera, and if you still need help next week, um, we'll come back to this. Okay, we'll come back to this, and I'll help you next week at the beginning. But in the meantime, we'll come back over here. Let me turn my. Oh, I'll just leave that because I don't have that much time left. Mother, what is this? Mother? I don't know what that is. Yarnita, do you have that? I love you, you silly goose. Happy Mother's Day. Okay, sandwich bag pulled out a shawl out of it and called it a pocket shawl. No, I like things around my shoulder. I have this one that Cynthia King made me. I know I've shown it to you before, but it fits right over my shoulders and keeps me out of the draft because the air conditioner is right up there. So unique, amazing stripes. Faith Louise. The brain is working. And Angela Branham, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sent the link to your phone. Thank you. You're so good with stuff like that. Thank you, Sister Susie. Everyone was too conversational today to keep to the crochet. Well, Brandon, you come back, and if you have any questions, we're going to finish it up next week. So I will be here same time, same place, same happy face. Too warm today. And what do I want to tell you? Don't forget to go to Rhonda Butler's. She is another one who does amigurumi, and she does top down. So she does the head and the neck and sticks the arms in there and then does the body. And before she closes up the bottom, she puts the legs on. So you don't have to sew anything. It's all crocheted in. And she has really cute things. And I think she just did a snake and a lizard. And I really want to try that lizard. It's so stinking cute. We live in here in Florida. We have a lot of fence lizards. And we have a lot of fence lizards. And I want to make a lizard for Elmo. He's always bugging me. I'll bug him back with a lizard. Okay, I am going to say goodbye. I'm going to say God bless you and keep you in the palm of his hand. May he make you smile. May he show you his love some way special this week. May you have a special blessing and especially have a special Mother's Day. I pray all of your safety on the roads wherever you're going today. And remember, somebody loves you. And I will see you all next. No, I'll see you all Sunday. Let's get this banner out. Oh, okay. Here we go with the Somebody loves you.